at the end of the day, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. My goal is to win a championship. As my dad told me, always want more, but never be greedy. My goal is to win a championship, and we're going to do whatever it takes to make that happen. Thank you, guys.
The long-delayed NBA season that was the 2019 to 2020 is now over, and everybody is talking about what's going to happen next season, which may just be 2 months away based on the latest accounts. Whether that's true or not is irrelevant, but what does matter is that there are some key players who might want to go and make a move to a better team should they feel the need. And one of the biggest trade rumors of all is that Golden State Warriors will try and get Giannis Antetokounmpo. But could that honestly happen? Allow us to show you 10 reasons why you should expect Giannis to be traded at the Golden State Warriors. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 8. Players have the power to move on. One of the most important factors in this game that is the NBA, especially in the modern era, is that when it comes to players, their mental mindsets are just as important as their physical bodies. Meaning that if they indeed want to go and try to win a title, and they don't think they can do it with the team they have right now, they'll forego loyalty and go to a team where they can win. Because while being loyal is nice, that doesn't win titles. Look at people like Jimmy Butler, who went from team to team until he found his home in Miami with the Heat, and took them to 6 games in the finals. Or how about LeBron, who was so frustrated in Cleveland that he left via the decision.
LeBron, what's your decision?
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat.
And thus went to the Heat and got 2 rings with them, then went back to Cleveland after another round of frustration, won a title, got more frustrated afterward, then went to the Lakers, where he won a ring. The point here is that if a player wants to leave, they have the power to eventually do so. And right now, his mental mindset might be that way for one big reason. Number 7. 2-time MVP, 0 finals appearances. Anyone who knows the story of Giannis Antetokounmpo in the NBA knows that the man was not expected to be great, and his rookie season was average. He worked hard to become the Greek freak that he is right now.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the leading candidates for MVP.
Greek freak is an MVP right now.
The Greek freak is something special.
And his talents have literally exploded into something that is honestly hard to define at times. People are amazed by all he can do, and thus it wasn't too much of a surprise when he didn't just win the MVP, he won it 2 straight years, including in the season we just came out of.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
However, despite having that talent and ability, he and the Milwaukee Bucks have not made it to the finals, thus meaning that he has no rings. Which, as he noted after getting the second MVP trophy, he'd give it up if he could get a ring. Again, the mental mindset is something that is very important for NBA players, and Giannis may say he's denying leaving the Bucks, but he also is no fool. He knows what he has around him, and what he doesn't have around him. Number 6. Team sport. The NBA is built on 2 things in particular: superstars and legacies. If the league can bank on those things, they'll make money. The Lakers, the Bulls, the Celtics, the recent run of the Warriors up until last season, those were legacies they could bank on. Then you have superstars like LeBron, AD, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and new stars like Luka Doncic, Joker, Ja Morant, and more to bring attention to the league as a whole. But you need a team to go and win a title, as LeBron will happily tell you, as will others. Right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo doesn't have a team. Not a team that can lead him to the finals and maybe win it. Not yet. Now sure, they could get some, but he's not exactly wanting to wait too long for that to happen. He knows he's got a window and it's closing. You know who has a team? The Warriors, and they really want to add Giannis to their roster. Number 5. The state of the Warriors. Prior to the most recent season, the Golden State Warriors were the dominant team in the NBA. They went to 5 straight NBA Finals, won 3 of them, should have won 4, and could have won all 5 in the last one if they didn't have 2 key injuries. Last season, with the injuries to Klay Thompson,
Green saying, I'm just trying to block the play.
No, that wasn't a dirty play by Danny Green.
And everybody for the Warriors in the franchise and here in the stands holding their breath. Klay Thompson obviously in some pain.
an early injury for Stephen Curry,
Steph Curry with a lot of contact. He's holding that left wrist.
and the loss of Kevin Durant, the Warriors were literally a shell of their former selves. They really don't want to go and do that again next season. They're aiming to be at full power with Klay and Curry back at full strength. But with the various seismic shifts in the Western Conference, they know they need more, and who better than Giannis Antetokounmpo to shore them up and make sure they're an immediate threat? You might think, well, that can't happen, the Bucks won't allow it. Are you sure about that? Number 4. Lose everything later versus getting something now. Here's the thing. The real reason that this trade talk is heating up is simple. Giannis is entering the final year of his contract with the Bucks, and as such, he'll be seeking a new contract soon from the Bucks. They know he's frustrated that his team isn't up to snuff, and if they can't prove they'll get a better team, they'll lose him, and that means losing a lot for their franchise. So thus, they're in a tough spot. Do they go and try and win over Giannis, or do they trade him and get a king's ransom for him? Many think it'll be the latter, and the Warriors are ironically set to make that ransom. Check out the deal that might be on the table. Milwaukee Bucks receive Andrew Wiggins, GSW 2020 first-round pick, MIN 2021 first-round pick, top 3 protected, GSW 2022 first-round pick. Golden State Warriors receive Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, that might seem like a one-sided deal, but that's the point. The Warriors want to win now, and so giving up some draft picks to get Giannis isn't so crazy. And for the Bucks, they get the chance to get a lot of draft picks and potentially get some new All-Stars without having to break the bank and give Giannis all the money just to keep him around. Now, yes, the Warriors would have to work something out the following year, but if they get the ring for Giannis, we can be sure they'll work out a deal. Number 3. It's a risk on both sides, but a good one. Look, we won't lie. If the Warriors were to get Giannis Antetokounmpo, it would be a big deal, and it'd give them the depth and talent and power to challenge the Lakers and the Clippers and the rising Mavericks and Nuggets. But obviously, we don't know if it'll work. There could be more injuries that limit them, including how Giannis got hurt in the playoffs this past season, and it all but sunk their season. As for the Bucks, they risk public humiliation for trading away their all-star, and the Bucks were lowly without him before he became a star, and likely will be that way again barring some amazing draft choices. So on both sides, it's a risk, but for both sides, it's a risk worth taking. For the Warriors, should this pan out, this could be the next wave of their dynasty. And given the youth of Giannis and the scary skill of Curry and Klay, it could be one that lasts many more years. For the Bucks, yeah, they'll be hated for a while, but if they pull some big draft picks, they could be right back in it. And the Eastern Conference is the weaker conference, so they have the chance to bounce back easily. Risks happen in sports, and this is one that could be a seismic shift. Speaking of which, number 2. The Warriors love seismic shifts. When the Warriors drafted Steph Curry, they didn't expect him to be the all-star assassin of the 3 who would be the first ever unanimous MVP. But that's what they got. They didn't expect to lose the NBA Finals after going 73-9, but they did. No one expected them to get Kevin Durant and then put a clamp on the NBA for 3 years, but they did that. So yeah, the Warriors know how to make big changes to ensure that things get done, and so getting Giannis Antetokounmpo, that's just par for the course. Number 1. It'd make Giannis happy. Yes, Giannis Antetokounmpo says he's happy with the Bucks right now, but we all know that he'd be happier with a team that could truly help him get over the hump and win a title. Plus, the Warriors are known to be a selfless team and give all their players a chance to shine. And while Kevin Durant got hate for his move to the Warriors, Giannis wouldn't be that way because he would be traded to them, so the hate wouldn't be on him. Every player wants to win the title. Giannis could do that with the Warriors, so why wouldn't he be up for that if the trade came? So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Giannis Antetokounmpo and why he may just end up with the Golden State Warriors? Do you think they have a chance of honestly doing that massive trade? Do you think that Giannis will remain loyal to the Bucks? Or do you think his drive to win will be too much to ignore the potential with being with the Warriors and thus contending with the Western Conference? Let us know in the comments below, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.